Welcome to another session of the overview of the Blessing Production Distribution Platform. So in this section, we're going to be going forward further in uploading our cover art. So last time in part 6, we talked about understanding the right cover, using the right cover. So this time, we're going to be talking about uploading the cover and showing you some errors that will happen if you try to put that cover in. Last time we had complained that the volume is very low. We put it with loud volume on a better considerate volume on YouTube, and somehow it was reduced, I guess. So we're going to work on increasing the volume. So I'm very sorry for the past 6 volumes. This time it's going to be better. All right, so with no further ado, let's bounce into this, baby. All right, so now we've already done this already. So let's put our cover on there. So we gonna choose the right cover. So that's the right cover, right? So the right cover. But let's do the small first. So someone comes in with 720 by 720, and it's not anything that's not 3000 by 3000. Last time we checked on this small, and it has 2999. So let's see. So we load it in there. Look, boom. As soon as we put it in there, watch. It tells you right here in the bottom, it says upload failed. The width of the image here, I come right cover small PNG is under the limit of 3000 by 3000, and it's same thing with the height. So if we were to go on it and we were to right click on it on there, and this is a Mac, but you can see it will give you everything. It tells you at the bottom it's 2909. Just one more pixel to make it 3000, but it refused it. But if it was 3000 by 3000, 3001 by 3001, it's gonna work. Anything above 3000 all the way to 5000 will work. All right. So that being we've shown you that. So we're gonna take. Let me see this right cover too. What's that talking about? Okay, that's something else. So let's go and put this, and the moment we drag the right cover on there, boom, watch. Boom. It goes there. That is this one is a 5000 by 5000, but 3000 by 3000 is still gonna work. So now that is there. So when you upload that cover on there, you see that it worked. Okay. So we're gonna go on. Is this a remix? It's not a remix. We don't need to touch this. If it's not a new version of itself, you understand? We're not gonna touch it. If it's not a remix, if it's not a version 2, part 1, instrumental, we're not gonna touch it. So we're gonna move to the next one. So because it tells you right here, it says only use this field if this release is a different version from the original recording. For example, re-recorded version. So it tells you all this stuff right here. So always go on this card. So now, artist. Who's the artist? So you're going to choose from here. This is the primary artist. So we say test guy. Test guy. I've already done it before. So you add artist. You will show in the bottom. So when you're doing this, you also want to add the composer. Okay, because some platform will not accept it if you don't have a composer on there. So on this one, for me, it's still test guy. Most of the time, if you don't know who the composer is, just put your name on there. So test guy, right? So the producer. So let's say producer is Keku, So go Keku is the producer, right? Keku. So we add him. You see, you're adding. Then you go featuring. If we do featuring and we put the name up there, we would have chosen that. So you can choose this. If it's a remixer, So this stuff you can do it with. When you say with, that means you and that person own the work. So if it was Text Guy and John Doe, I would have said with John Doe. Okay, so they will know that it's both of us that own it. Otherwise, it's featuring. Okay, when you say X, most people put X on their cover. Once you put X on there, it's with. It means with. And so you want to do this. Okay, the arranger. This is the best place to give everybody their credit if you want to. But for now, we have the artist and the producer. Okay, We don't have featured artists. So the label, you want to click on here, because I don't have a label, so it would be Test Guy, right? And you add it. But most of the time, always check here if you already have a label here, because the moment you click add, it will now add that label there. Watch. So let's say we made a mistake. Okay, I will show you that later. The mistake thing. I hope I remember that. But you can correct a lot of things that will go across the board. All right. So right now, the primary genre is Afro pop. Okay. So everything that is not hip hop and other stuff, they're on the word. And when you go down to W, you see one the word African, Afro beat, Afro pop. You can choose your language, the where your song is from. For me, my song is Afro pop, right? So I'm choosing Afro pop. Then I go to the secondary genre. I can say, okay, I want to go back, and I will say, consider this to be also Afro beat. You see, so I'm giving it so that they can put it on another playlist that's Afro beat, right? So the language, as I said, we only have right now. These are the only language we have for now that they are accepting us to put on our platform for now. Soon we're working on Yoruba and other stuff. So this is a single. So put single. The release UPC, I don't have a UPC, so it tells you right there. I don't have one, so we'll give it to you. The reference number will give it to you. The global, all that stuff, you don't need them. Then here you can just put I love my life and so on. But it has to be relevant, otherwise platforms will not accept it. It tells you right here. It says add here the release liner notes. You can also add an album review or description, press release, make it interesting. You can add that so that it shows on your distribution platform. All right. So you click save. You see at the bottom here. And once you click save, it will tell you at the top, ready. Okay. So now we're going to talk about the licenses. So thanks for watching, and hope to see you soon. Peace.